Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video and it's Saturday the 26th of November. Hope my voice is still not that great, but hopefully we'll get through this. Bitcoin, I think it's had 5 waves up. We saw that, discussed that last on Thursday. This is rather complex but looks very corrective. I think it's probably an A, irregular B, C. The B, because it's an A, B, C form, there's no sign of a 5 there. So that fits as a part of a correction. So hence A, then an A. Sorry, I don't think it's right. A, B, C. So that's A. This is B, and now we've got the C wave to come. I think it's down to around here. Perhaps that would sort of fit in with the pattern so far. Once we see the low here, though, we should be online for a pretty solid rally on Bitcoin. Which, I mean, this could well be the bottom, I think. So we could now be heading upwards in quite a strong move for some months, I would think, maybe even beyond months, perhaps. But certainly a move worth being on, I suspect. Right, Ethereum, a slightly different pattern. So it looks like the 4 came to here. Got a clear 5 ways up to there. I mean, that's an ABC. It's a bit small for this rally. I mean, it's not impossible. This could be impulsive, in fact. So maybe Ethereum's already seen a low and is now heading up again. Or this could, of course, be an A, irregular B, and a C. Hard to say what's going on. I think probably we've got quite strong resistance around 1,230 odd. Spike there and a spike there. So a break below that, above that would be a positive, suggesting we are going to go higher. Obviously, if we don't do that, then it's going to be coming down because it's not going to go up. It's going to go one way or the other. So I think that's probably quite a good indicator of what might be coming next. But at the moment, this could easily be a full complete ABC. This could be the start of the next leg up, and Bitcoin and Ethereum might be diverging for a short while. So. I would favour the upside here, but obviously there is that risk that Bitcoin and Ethereum won't be separating or diverging, and that Bitcoin's clearly, well, the signal is clear on Bitcoin to go down than it is on Ethereum to go up at this point. Also looks good. We've got the 3 triple bottom here, very impulsive looking move. It's possible the 5's really in fact, I guess, but this could be the 4. So it's going a bit lower now, isn't it? Actually has made what it could be a 5-wave decline, just to make the issue slightly confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it could be an A wave, of course, so it could be an A, a B, and a C to come as a bigger wave 4. So again, there's a slight dichotomy there, as it were. I mean, the count looks pretty solid, really. That's a good solid wave 1 thrust. ABC 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 3, could this be a 5 perhaps? That might be a. I thought there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really lend itself to another count, but it's not impossible. I thought this is actually well, I have put 3 and a 4 there. But this is looking a bit dithery at the moment. I'd wait and see. I guess we have got this. I mean, this could be. We have got a fairly decent bounce here. Looks a bit corrective here, so I guess the next leg up might well be up for that 5th wave that is indicated by this wave count. Still, certainly a good-looking move. This is more impulsive than I'd like. A bit more correction-like action would have been clearer. But it's a fair case we're going to go higher at this point. Silver's not as dynamic, especially this first wave, which looks quite corrective in fact, but 1, 2, quite a good 3rd wave. This of course is a 5 wave form, which doesn't help. This is an ABC, doesn't help. So it could just be a correction, I guess. It could be an A wave, which is ABC, A, B, ABC, C, B wave. This could be a C wave. This could be a 1 wave down, ABC 2 wave down. So a clearer case really that we're possibly going to go down at this point. But the wave pattern, okay, it's well as stretching limit to call that a one wave, but quite a good third wave. That's a 5. Yeah, silver is looking. I think the wave pattern actually is more negative than positive on silver. It needs to spell it. We need to see a decent. And we've got 5 waves here, of course, which is something. ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 of 3, 2 of 3. Yeah, it's pretty evenly balanced actually, I think, despite this one wave being a bit dithery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's the overlap here really, the overlap between the wave 1 of 3 and the wave 4 of 3, which, I mean, these things do happen. We're not living, I mean, linear wave theory isn't a sort of on rails type system. The markets don't work in that way. A bit 50-50 on silver, but I mean, I think gold is clearer, and the two do tend to move in some sort of harmony. Right, well, FTSE is now completing the 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are close to a peak, I think, and we're close to a correction. Let me look at the slightly longer term pattern here. So we'll see how this fits into what's gone before. That's the annual chart. Yeah, it is possible this is actually a failure. It could be a 5th wave failure. I mean, this is a big correction. I mean, it could be an important low, but I'd be a little bit wary that when the decline comes in, it might be sharper than we might expect. Right? Actually, this resistance is sort of holding sway, isn't it? From that level there. Yeah, I mean, the peak's almost bang on that resistance line. We really do breaking that to show some true impulsiveness, as it were. So anyway, next move and note will be down. My worry is it might be further down than we might suspect. So this is a 5th wave failure, then that could be a major peak, and we could be falling a lot faster than would be expected from just a correction. But if it's corrective, then it was just going to see a very decent rally going forwards. So it all depends on the next move that we see the downside. Right, the DAX is still a leg behind FTSE, having only seen a 1, 2, 3 so far. So the 4, 5 is somewhere in the future. So that's the wrong thing I meant to move. I mean, the 3rd wave peak may be upon us, but there's no sign of decline yet. But we have got 5 waves now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the peak is pretty imminent here. But we are due at a 4 and a 5 there. Anyway, we'll see how that goes, but that's how the chart looks at the moment. I mean, it could be an ABC, of course. It could just be we can see ABC, I'm going to fall down. The 1-2 counter is incorrect now. Let's review this chart. Okay, I think what we've seen here actually, this is a peak. This is actually an A, B, C to there, which has a wave A, B, C to there, wave B, and A, B, C there as a wave C. That does mark a complete correction. This is a subsequent 5. Let me just amend this chart to show that count. Well, that's a lot neater anyway. So this is an ABC off the top. This could be another 5th wave failure. So it could be a 1, 2, 3. Actually could be an ABC as well. So this could be a big A. This could be an ABC B with a C wave to come. Or it could be we could see a 4 and a 5, but FTSE's action tends to suggest that won't be the case, but that these markets don't move in such close harmony. So it's either is possible, but this could be the last hooray before we see a C wave decline coming in, whether it's a 3 or a 5. So we just push the peak ahead of a week or two, but I think the next move of importance may well be to the downside. On the other hand, if this can see if we just see a correction, so maybe a 4th wave correction, then a 5th wave rally, then another correction, then we'll liably go up. So I think the action over the next few weeks is pretty critical, and could well set the seeds for the next maybe years actually. if we start to fall away at this point, I think it could be quite a serious decline. But we can push higher, go above here, then well, who knows what might happen. But we are at a very big sort of decision point at the moment on the DAX and on FTSE as well, in fact. Right, the Dow is another quite interesting chart. This is the all-time high, which goes to wave 3. So this was a fifth wave failure. We then had another correction. I'm not sure how to count that really. Anyway, maybe it shouldn't be academic. That's a correction. This is impulsive. Now, impulsive moves meant to go to new highs, but again, maybe that's also going to be a failure. So although it's taken out the high here, I think, but this might be the final peak, as it were. So we've got the same considerations on this rally that we have on the DAX. If we see a correction here, then we may well sail ahead, make new highs, clear the air, as it were. But if we start to move down impulsively here, then it'll just be another failure. Maybe we should say failures ? For these two things here, because obviously we can count 5 waves quite clearly here, up to here, in fact. Maybe the close examination of the fifth wave, which would allow this to be the fifth. But it's a bit academic, really. They'll say these aren't sort of cast in stone, as it were. But currently, this looks like we are due to have a reversal on the Dow as well, and it does depend on the form that takes. So that's really the key point here. And the Nasdaq still looks rather worrying with a 1, 2, 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 1 of 3 of 3, 2 of 3 of 3, and with a third of 3 of 3. Sorry, that's confusing. Due pretty soon. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making a bit of overlap between 1 and the 4. We've then got an A, B, C. Seems to be turning over, and this could be a substantial decline, I suspect, on the Nasdaq. Right, the Nasdaq pretty negative, 5 ways down, A, B, C, and down we go again. We are in late November, of course. We're not anywhere near expiry when these things tend to accelerate. But we might see some, and with Christmas coming up as well, things tend to get a bit quieter, so not much may happen until next year. Maybe January is going to be a time when things start to heat up, but I would expect to see a 1, 2, 3, well, I've seen that already, 4, 5, ABC coming in. It's quite short term, isn't it? It's only a few days here. Anyway, this pattern going to continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC, that will be over next weekend easily. I don't know, the timing might suggest we're going to see something quite sharp before Christmas, but that would be quite unusual, I think. But again, needs monitoring, but it doesn't look good for the next few months, certainly, on the equities. Well, we'll obviously keep looking at this quite carefully, because it could be quite a serious situation. I've been suggesting selling equities for some months now, I think, and I have not changed my mind at all on that. I've still got a rump left, which I'm planning to get rid of in the next few weeks, in fact, but I think time is becoming of the essence in these issues. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you found that interesting and useful. Back to the report on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.